We tried to reach out to the man who died in this pursuit. They were unavailable for comment. Micah, back to you.
All right.
Oh, hey,
gentlemen.
Hello out there.
Was that from Anaheim?
That's right. Welcome back to the WO Radio Show. It's Tuesday.
Yes, it is.
Tonight I got my cohort with me here, Commander. Y'all know him. He don't need no explanation anywhere in a civilized world. He's here today. Also, we have a special guest in the house tonight.
Yes, we do.
He's well, we'll get to him in just a second. But we got some sad news, Commander.
Okay.
That wonderful Jay Simpson has passed away.
Yes.
Now I don't know if you feel that's sad or if you're glad or how you feel about it.
I remember when the whole pursuit unfolded, and my mother-in-law at that time, she taped every episode of that trial and everything. I mean, she watched it and taped it. You know, I don't know whatever happened to all those tapes, but anyway, boy, there was a lot of controversy on that. The glove, you know, and was it his? It wouldn't fit, you know.
If it don't fit, you must have quit.
I always felt like if he didn't do it, I think he knew who did do it.
Yeah. Well,
somebody had to know something there somewhere. I don't know.
Before we bring our guests on here, I want to contribute something to the thing. Yeah, he passed away. People think he did it. People think he don't do it.
Yeah.
Well, I'm one of those people to think the man was guilty. Okay.
He was guilty of something somewhere there.
So we have a little tribute for him. Sorry about that. That was a collaborator with me and Dean Cerny and my wife. So shout out to those two guys for letting me be a babbling in it on here like that.
That's great.
And we'll check the comments here. I see we got a couple people coming in. Thank you very much. You guys, welcome, you guys. Now,
glad you're tuning in.
My rant real quick.
Okay, your rant.
If you're not happy with who you vote for,
right,
change your vote. Don't vote for that guy.
Don't do it.
I voted for him twice now.
Well, I wouldn't be admitting that.
You get to deer in the headlight look. So your ass can get whipped in, right? Yeah. So you got these things. I voted 25 times for this man, and I really thought he was a Christian guy, and I didn't. No. Just shut up. Change your vote.
Go away. Just change it.
Change it. I don't care if it's presidency, governor, city council.
I don't care what it is.
If you're going to vote for a guy, more than one time, you don't get a wine.
No, you
don't get a wine. Suck it up, and we'll move on.
And if you gripe about how the election came out and you didn't bother to vote, don't whine. No, you gave up your right to complain about anything.
All right, so just shut your pie hole.
Yeah, just be quiet and go away.
All right, guys, we want to bring in a gentleman.
Yes, we do.
He's the founder of Comedy Vets. Right, he gave me a shot. I used to perform a long time ago doing shows and driveways and stuff, and I wanted to do it again. I met this man outside of Walmart in Cameron, Missouri, and he brought me on stage, gave me a shot back in January of that year, and become friends ever since then. And we performed all over Missouri, and frankly, he's been all over the United States performing.
Oh, okay.
So,
awesome.
Guys, this is the first time in a couple of years now he's been on the WO Radio Show. So, without further ado, let's welcome the man, the myth, the man who needs no introduction in the comedy world.
Yes,
Mr. Jeff Onyx. Welcome, Jeff.
What's up?
Hey,
my beard's longer than yours.
Well, that's because I got more Indian than you got. So.
and I got less gray.
Oh.
Yeah, well,
aren't we the same age? I'm like
you're 6 months older than me. 6 months older than me,
and I'm prettier.
Well, I doubt that. But
I don't know. I thought mine looked pretty good.
No, well, I mean, I got a little gray because I got 12 grandbabies. Well, I got 12 ones on the way. Be here in June.
No.
So there's where my gray comes from. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah.
So Jeff's on here today, guys, and Jeff's a multi-talented individual.
Oh, I was going to say multi-millionaire.
Well, I mean, he can sing. He's a pretty good singer, especially when he hits Johnny Cash. He can bail out some Johnny Cash.
Oh, all right.
And he's got a lot of knowledge with radio, and he's got a huge amount of knowledge in comedy, magic, and just computer. He's a computer wizard.
Used to be.
And the man can speak redneck. Because in order to explain something to me, he had to be a little redneck.
Yeah.
And So we got him on here to talk about a game. But first, before we do that, I want to remind you guys, Jeff and I will be performing in Jamesport, Missouri on May 11th. That's this year.
Yes.
We don't
May
want
11th this
we're
year.
not prima donnas. We can't advertise out,
Yeah.
And it goes down. It's a doubleheader show, 6 p.m. Jeff and I will be on stage.
Yeah.
MC is Justin Snodgrass. He's coming out of retirement. He's going to do one show. He's got that voice he's got a voice for radio.
There you go.
He's excellent. He's got a face for radio too. But anyway,
I like how your pictures on both shows.
Yeah, you like that, don't you? So then at 8 o'clock, got Richard Montano and myself, but we got a guest guy coming. He's not on the flyer because he called too freaking late. It's his fault. Typhoon Panda is going to be there.
Oh,
Typhoon.
So we're going to be there. We will.
Everyone there is like hilarious.
Yeah, well,
Except for that guy in the orange shirt.
Yeah, he's the funniest one. Yeah, the bad man of comedy. But you've seen all these guys perform on Comedy Vets, which we'll get to here in a second. And they're going to have a drink down there, a 50-50 raffle, and you're going to get a chance to get a bratwurst, some chips, and a drink if you want down there. So, anyway, that's sponsored by Comedy Vets and District 2. So, not any further questions, Jeff? I
What's
know,
up?
brother, you brought some things in the studio. I'm just going to give you the floor. Introduce yourself.
Yep.
Hey,
Go.
I'm Jeff. What's going on? I'm 6'2" on a good day.
Depending on what police station he leaves.
I got pretty hypnotic blue eyes. No. What? Oh, so we're going to talk about the game?
Whatever you
The
got,
game
brother.
thing?
What do you got?
Hey, so I designed this game. It's got 248 Lawless First Wave. Look. Kickstarter. I don't like Kickstarter actually.
That's right.
You're
Well,
going to show my QR code so people can back me on Kickstarter?
yeah, just
Was it backwards on your phone too?
Nope, I was just checking it out. You're coming through. You're just fine. Well, guys, here's a QR code. If you decide you want to help Jeff out, he be a sponsor, and he does a whole lot of things.
Yeah.
Here's his QR code. Check him out there. Live on Kickstarter. It's live on Kickstarter. Look, he's got his little thing.
He
brother.
QR
do
code.
that right on. Yes, he does.
And it's
Look at
QR
that.
code. There you go.
Now the way the Kickstarter thing is, people pledge however much, and they get to pick if they want to get one of these things, like the tin or whatever. And if it successfully gets whatever amount of money that we need to raise, then people get their thing. And if it doesn't raise that amount of money, nobody gets anything.
There you
Okay.
go.
I don't know if people know how Kickstarter works. That's how Kickstarter works.
Kickstarter, the only thing I know about is a drink.
Kickstarter.
Energy drink,
Yeah.
Kickstarter.
yeah. So, Jeff, you started out in comedy. You're an Army veteran, first of
Yeah.
all. A chaplain's assistant, by the way. A lot of people didn't know.
No, it was a chaplain.
He's a chaplain. Chaplain's assistant. He was a chaplain that he prayed for you to kick your ass.
There you go.
And then he tell you jokes about why you got your ass kicked.
Yeah.
Okay. So he's here with us, and you got to go into comedy. You got to go in real wood. You hooked up with guys like Will C. and Typhoon Panda and Longhorn, all the people like that.
Yeah.
Now you're kind of taking a step back. We'll get back to comedy in a second. But we'll get to this game thing you got going. You kind of took a step back from comedy. What's your major role now? What do you want to accomplish?
Well, basically, I'm doing the game design now.
Okay.
That's all I'm doing. The game design.
How many games have you designed already?
11.
11 games.
Wow.
And,
Awesome.
Tell us a little bit about those 11 games, sir.
Well, here's the thing. We're releasing a game every quarter from now until all the games have been released.
Okay.
So this is the first one.
Right.
This one is the first one. It was released April 1st. And then there's going to be one every 3 months being released. So I don't like talking about the other games too much because then it steals the thunder from this game.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Now, are these games compatible? Can you go online and play them, or do you have to play them on your board, or how do you do it?
These are like this one right here
Mhm.
is a card game. See, I don't know if
Okay.
you can tell from the box.
That's good.
It's a card game
Mhm.
with dice.
Oh.
So in the box, you have a card
He
game
meant to do that.
with dice.
There you
So
go.
you got
Okay.
cards and dice.
Now, these cards, are they like the playing card? What kind of card? Like Uno playing card type thing? Or?
Well, they're like playing cards,
Okay.
similar to like the way a Uno card would be, but they're smaller, like
Okay.
really tiny cards.
Right.
So they can fit in this little travel box. We call this the pocket box. And this one is called the travel tin, and it has the exact same size cards and dice in it. It's just
Wow.
a travel tin. So if you're out traveling on the road or whatever, you can pull out the dice and the game and play it. And it has the instructions in there on how to play it or whatever.
Poker and craps at the same time.
But basically, the way that the cards are specific to this game. So the point of the game is you have these cards that you lay out, and you roll dice to see which of the cards you capture. If the number on the dice, you don't know if you can't see it because there's a glare.
Yep.
There's a die
Right there.
on the
There
card.
it is.
If you roll the dice that matches the number on the card, you capture the card.
Ah.
And the more cards you capture, the more points you get.
Sweet.
So, and the quantity of dice you roll is dependent upon the color on the thing. If the die on the thing is yellow, you can roll 4 dice. If it's green, you can roll 6 dice. If it's red, you can only roll 2 dice.
Okay.
Making red harder to do because you only have 2 dice.
Well,
So if you like Uno
right.
or Go Fish,
Go fish. Yeah.
this is a game that can be played with a kid as young as 8 years old and people as old as, dead. Not dead, but almost dead.
Like me.
Yeah. So it's an easy game to play. If you know how to play Uno or Go Fish, you could play this game. So pretty simple game.
Excellent. Before we go any further with Jeff here, I want real quick. Those who don't know, we're going to give an update on Denise Maddox. She was in the hospital. She had a stroke, and now word I got, she had a leaking valve or a seeping valve in her heart, and so she's got a lot of rolled up pulse. So we wish you the best, Denise. Hope you get better.
Yep.
I understand it. You have a hard time walking and talking. You probably already sound better than me, so you're already halfway there. But we wish you the best and hope you get better.
Yep.
Facebook user said just checking in and saying who.
Who? There you go. All right.
I think you might have meant to say hi, but they said who. See?
Yep. Sorry, I'm late. That Dean, sorry, that Dean, brother. Well, you missed. You're going to go back and watch the first part of the show, Dean. We already outed you, brother. We already put on your little memes.
Yeah. It was great. Thank you.
Had a remembrance of O.J. Simpson.
Yes.
And by the way, I got first dibs on this white Bronco when it comes up for sale. I got first dibs. I figure I'm gonna offer $1,200 for it. It's old. It's been used. It's got blood in it.
Got blood. Yeah. It's staying. Yeah.
$1,200. I figured that's good enough to.
I think Hot Wheels has a new vehicle coming out.
Yeah.
The white Bronco.
Yeah.
They should sell. They could sell a whole bunch of them.
Yeah. They did.
Does it got like a white hue or red hue all over the door?
you get that in a bunch of little cop cars that you could reenact the chase.
There you go.
We got some deranged fans that Jeff guy's cute.
Sounds like there might be
a
a good board game come out of this.
There you go.
Let's see.
Yeah.
yeah. The Chase by OJ.
Do you guys remember Pogs? Remember Pogs? You remember Pogs? The little round things, and you would throw a metal
yeah.
ball,
Oh yeah.
and they would flip over or whatever.
Yeah.
They had a thing. The metal one was called a slammer, and they had one on one side. It said OJ in the slammer, and on the back it had the Bronco, so you could use it to play Pogs with the slammer.
Dean Cerny says when you make your game, he wants you to add 10 cop cars to it too.
Yeah, and 10 cop cars.
Welcome, Dean. Glad you can join us. I assume that's Melissa. She says, I love my 67 CUDA. That's got to be Melissa.
That's Melissa.
Yeah, she's the only one with lie and say you're good looking. So it had to be.
That was a bad muscle car.
Welcome. Hey, my personal opinion, anything from the 60s and early 70s, they can't make nothing like they can anymore.
No.
Not a damn. Well, the 34 Ford wasn't a bad car either. The 44, whatever it was, the gangster looking thing.
Yeah.
But man,
I'll sell you a car. 130,000.
Miles, I don't want it.
$130,000 for a 1970 Plymouth Cuda Grand Coupe.
There you go. Y'all interested? You line your asses up and get it.
There you go.
130,000. And then my wife is gonna be like, "Well, I'm not selling that car."
So Jeff, why'd you? You're a successful comedian. People know you. They know you worldwide. Kansas City, all around the areas know you. Why is it you decided to back off a little bit of comedy and go more toward the gaming?
Yeah, actually, I started. I backed off the comedy more to spend more time with my wife because our dog was dying.
Right.
So I wanted to spend more time with her.
Shout out to Gizmo.
Yeah, Gizmo.
Yeah.
Yeah. My wife said today's episode is in memory of Gizmo.
There she goes.
All right.
In memory of Gizmo. But yeah, I decided to back off comedy a little bit to focus on my family. And the game thing, I could do that anytime. You know what I mean? I don't
Oh,
have to. I could wake up in the morning and design a game.
Right
Or
there.
work on a game. Yeah.
Those who don't know, when I met Jeff, like I said, he gave me a start back into comedy. He was in front of a Walmart. Of all things that ever come out of that camera, Walmart. When I met Jeff, that was one of the best things.
All the great happenings happen at Walmart.
Yeah.
You want to have a family reunion, go to Walmart.
You want some good footage.
People have family reunions in the aisles at Walmart.
Yeah, Walmart.
If you want some good footage, tape stuff's going on. Just sit there and shut up. Just tape things at Walmart. You'd be surprised.
Oh, I just go there and sit down and just watch people. It's
Right.
crazy.
And so when I joined up, Jeremy, thanks for joining, brother. Glad to see you today. When I joined up with Jeff, I went a while with him, and he decided he was going to split up the districts,
Okay.
comedy vets, and him and I talked about it. And he made me a District 2 commander from 36 Highway. If you look at Missouri map, 36 goes east to west, everything up. Is District 2. And he's got his district, and we got another comedian friend of ours, White.
White.
I call him Mr. White.
Jay. Oh yeah, James White.
James White. Yeah, James White.
Jay.
He's got Springfield area down there.
Yeah.
Okay.
So so Jeff decided he wanted to do that. And we're just looking for people to put on shows. And that's what Jeff does. He cares a lot about suicide. He had a friend of his talking about your squirrel, the guy you used to call.
Well, actually, Squirrel I met in front of a Walmart. And
Walmart. There we go. Walmart.
he and I got to talking, and he was a member of Combat Vets, the biker group.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah.
And they would do their rides, and Squirrel, offed himself, and he was a beautiful person. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like a great attitude, had a person that had that energy you wanted to be around. You know what I
Right,
mean?
right.
Like the last person on earth you would think that
Exactly.
would struggle, and he fell through the cracks. And I thought, well, there's got to be something I could do to help folks, fellow veterans who are struggling. And that's what Comedy Vets was about. Comedy Vets was originally founded for that purpose, to share not only humor and laughter, but to try to connect people through comedy in a way that they don't have to walk that dark road alone,
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So if we can communicate with each other through jokes, maybe we can start connecting with each other. And
Yeah. Right.
isolation will kill you. So
Isolation.
grab a buddy that's not doing anything, take him out to a comedy show and get him to laugh.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And Comedy Vets grew under your command.
Oh, yeah.
Grew real good under your
Yeah.
command.
Yeah.
You see Comedy Vets do
Hey,
helps him out with the Memorial Day festivals.
Yes.
Comedy Vets.
Did you get the
so-
magazine? I didn't even get a copy of it yet.
No.
We're
no, I
in
didn't.
the pitch this month, and I didn't even get a copy.
Oh, okay. Well,
Remember?
check out the pitch. Yeah, I remember the interview. The lady called about that.
I hadn't
Anyway,
even looked at it yet.
so it's growing. Is Comedy Vets growing like you wanted, or is something more you want to do with Comedy Vets?
Well, Comedy Vets, eventually, if we had the resources to do it, I wanted to have Comedy Vets have an office in every state in the United States and have multiple offices, like a VFW post or an American
Right.
Legion post. Just have Comedy Vets across the country. That's the vision. Eventually, hopefully, that'll happen. And if it doesn't happen, on my watch, hopefully, I'll be able to pass it on to someone else who can then do it. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, we went from just me setting up shows and doing comedy shows and inviting my veteran comedian buddies to do shows with me.
Right.
And now we got the 3 districts going on. So
Right.
hopefully it'll continue to go.
Right, and hey, we've been pretty successful with 3 districts.
Yeah.
Putting on shows and stuff.
Yeah.
People know who we are. We've been on different news organizations across Kansas City.
Right.
So over time, and we run about 9 to 12 comedians set, depending upon who they are.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them, we don't invite back.
Yeah.
We've had
Yeah,
that. Some of them we reuse, and so just be part of that. And
in my book, I've got a total of 15 comedians that we use on a regular basis
Mm-hmm.
that are hardcore, dedicated to what we've got going on. And a couple of comedians we have that are in other states too,
Yes.
that aren't around here.
right,
So, like when, I don't know, you haven't toured yet. I keep putting my hand in front of the camera. I'm just not used to a camera. I'm used to radio where you can
Yeah.
just do whatever you want.
Right.
But like when I tour, I go down south. I go Missouri, Oklahoma, Texas, Louisiana, Arkansas, Kentucky, and back on up.
Right.
Some do a little bit in Kansas sometimes too. But that's my little route that I like to take.
Right.
And I know like Ty, he'll go west or even up north,
yeah. They love him in North Dakota.
Now I wouldn't go east, me personally. No further east than Louisiana or Kentucky.
It's kind of a trying time out east.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I know.
Right
I wouldn't
there.
even go west.
I like to go down south.
That thing y'all started off with, that lady in the news,
Yeah.
that was in Anaheim. I was born in Anaheim.
Well, that's a very popular. We started this family called Idiot Family.
Yes, we did.
You never got to meet the Idiot Family.
Oh boy, they're
And
great.
We built a huge collection of them. This is what we're talking about.
We
Y'all
tried to
remember.
reach out to the man who died in this pursuit. They were unavailable for comment. Micah, back to you.
She's the spawn of the rest of them.
Yeah,
There
then
you
we got tons of them. Here's another one. Just you gotta listen to this very, very closely though.
A flash flood, of course, is rapid, but this was exceptionally fast and it swept people away. And the 3 people who died said that it just caught them completely off guard.
They got the Ouija board out.
we masked a whole bunch of them, including video. We got videos and we got stills of just.
I think that the greatest one, the classic of all of them, is the deer crossing.
Yeah, the deer.
That is great.
That one-
That's epic.
That's epic. One of your favorite ones though is the lady talking about she had crickets in her house.
Crickets
But she means the roaches.
the roaches. They're not crickets.
We look at you, somebody
Have
wanna
you seen
tell
that one about the lady being called a musician, and she got mad?
Huh.
She was called a musician, and she's like, "I don't know what you're talking about. Calling me. I'm a magician. I don't do magic. I do music. I make music." And the lady was like, "No, I think you're misunderstanding. No, you're misunderstanding. You're ghetto." Okay.
All right, whatever.
We,
And it caught the lady off guard that
Oh.
somebody was mad at her for calling her a musician.
we had one on here. It got erased accidentally. We had one on here. Lady was talking about Homo sapiens. She says, "I'm sick of Homo sapiens. We got to eradicate all Homo sapiens." The guy interviewed. He couldn't help it. He was dying. He goes, "So, ma'am, you know?" He goes, "No, they belong back in the zoo where they came from. I don't like Homo sapiens." She was going off. This guy's like, "Oh no!" You see him shaking. It's funny. Okay.
What
You
was-
don't like Homo sapiens? Okay.
What was he meaning? What was the person meaning? Homo sapiens.
I don't know what she meant, but she was talking about her. She's a Homo sapien.
Yes.
And he just wow.
Whoa.
We had
Put them all back in the zoo.
we had a reverend on here, and he was dying. We played him on him. He's like,
That's funny.
he made him say
Is
religious
that the guy
things.
I met? I met that guy before, right? That preacher guy at the comedy show with
Yeah.
the glasses?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. He made him say some religious things. He's like,
That's funny.
yeah. So, like I said, I met Jeff a long time ago. Well, it's been a long time now. Heck, we been to his house. He's been to my house. You go back and forth. We both got a
I
passion.
wait till you're out of town to go to your house.
Oh, my God. My God.
That's where I
my
shop.
dog. That's why my dog's always smiling when I get
shop.
home.
That's where I shop.
Yeah. You see the shirt I got on, 22 a day. Jeff and I have that's one thing that really connected. It's not just the comedy, but the fact that, we've seen it not just in military, but a lot of civilians.
Right.
And we just see it. We're tired of it, and he told us a story about his friend Squirrel. And it's just, we're not winning. We're not gaining,
Yeah.
because of whatever reason, top reason, believe it or not, is medical.
Yeah.
People come over medical. And politics is coming up here. Well, listen, politics don't worry about that garbage. That's just crap.
Yeah.
That'll take care of itself. Finances, married, death of a child. That's another thing.
Well, I
So
got a unique perspective on the whole situation.
Go ahead.
Coming from that I was an evangelist and a chaplain, and that my job in the Army was suicide watch with
Uh-huh.
broken soldiers or people who are injured, and then going into stand-up comedy, right?
Uh-huh.
And I come from a viewpoint of the reason so many people are committing suicide is because they're told that their life means nothing, that their life is invaluable, that they came from nothing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that whole evolution thing. You came from nothing and you're an accident. If
Yeah.
you're an accident and there is no God, then what's the point of living? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Right. And it's just, people need to not say that.
Yeah.
You have value. You're not worthless unless you're a child molester.
Yeah,
Then
yeah.
you're
Nobody is an accident. You're here
Yeah.
for a reason.
Yeah, everybody's got a purpose.
Yep.
And even if you don't believe in God, you still have a purpose.
That's right.
So Jeff, what do you got? What's coming besides these games? What do you got coming up next? I know you and your wife are in the cars, old muscle cars.
Oh yeah, we're
Especially
restoring our
small
cars.
Yeah. So what's next for the Onyx family?
Well, hopefully this weekend we're going to get the service dog.
Yeah.
For not to replace the dog that died, but
Yeah, never say
yeah.
that. That's
Yeah.
but you gotta have that dog. So we're
Yeah.
gonna go get a dog.
Get a service
So,
dog. There you go. All
yeah,
right.
and working on them cars.
We're in the car.
Got to work on them
Cool.
cars.
How many have you got done already? Or how many did you get first of all, and how many you got done?
Now, I can't tell you how many I got.
Okay.
Because you don't talk about it.
You're talking about Fight Club. That's the first rule.
Because if you tell people how many cars you got and what kind you got, that's like telling people how many guns you got.
That's right.
You
I
know?
lost on mine in a boating accident on a Missouri
Yeah.
River.
Yeah.
Mine went up in a house fire.
One, especially since they're Mopars,
Right.
Chrysler,
Oh,
Dodge,
no.
Plymouth,
Hey,
Oh yeah.
they had their shit together with muscle cars.
people
time.
will break into your property to tow off a car.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
They were.
we don't talk about them very much.
But you started restoring these, and how many have you got done?
Well, we've sold a few, but they weren't
Okay.
like restored, right?
All right.
And then I've got one that's almost finished. But you ever get almost there?
Yeah. All the time.
You get almost done, and then something comes up. That's what it's like.
Yeah.
Well, my wife's 88 Ram Charger, we pretty much finished. That's done. 1988 Dodge Ram Charger,
Is that the
purple truck.
purple? Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, purple truck. It won an award. Yeah, it won an award. My wife actually made a plaque for it. Worst Bondo job ever. Yeah, I got
Roy
it.
Anthony's in the house.
I
So
won
Roy,
an
one of our comedians who performs with Jeff and
Yep.
I.
Hello,
before.
Roy.
So Roy, glad you know his brother.
ZZ Top. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the top.
I remember ZZ Top.
Well, you're more. Mine's 9 years right here. Yours probably 6 months.
My beard grows fast, dude.
Yeah.
And I cut my hair, but by winter time it's going to be down my back.
Yeah. I cut mine. I'm good now for six, about 12 years.
Yeah.
Get the baby fro. I can achieve the baby fro, and that's it. That's all I'm good for. Baby fro. Best super glue body.
That's
Yeah.
fun.
We're gonna take a break for Jeff Onyx real quick. He's gonna stay with us in the house.
Yeah.
You can stay
Yep,
around
yep.
a little bit. Cool.
I'm gonna talk over you every time you say something.
Well,
Okay,
figures.
good.
What's new?
Yep.
So when we get back to just a second, we want to get on to our other things we do. We got some memes we want to talk about. Well, ain't gonna be much.
Yeah.
Jeff do all the talking, but we're, All right, here we go. I have a perfectly reasonable explanation for this. I believe I'd like to hear it.
It's horsing around.
Yeah,
There's
that's what
orchard around.
it is. Yeah. Now, I played this earlier. I'm not going to play the music with it. I'm just going to show it. Thank you, Dean Cerny. That's just highway wrong.
Oh.
Now, focus real clearly. Jeff Onyx and I and the committee, we have a debate on who's really on this.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Yes.
Mount Touchmore. Jeff thinks that's Jeff Foxworthy. I'm telling him, or not Foxworthy, Red Fox.
Red
Red
Fox.
Fox.
And I'm telling him, no, that's Cousin.
And then Scott Bakula over there.
Yeah, it's Scott Bakula.
And
That's
there's
Jeffrey Epstein.
Ice-T right there in the middle.
Ice-T, little. You know, dude, he does look kind of like Ice-T.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
He looks like kind of Tom Hanks. That's not Tom Hanks. That's that one guy that has been all over the news. All right. That's what
Protect your car with whatever the car
Yeah.
shield.
yeah, car shield, yeah. No, that's that guy just with the president.
My son-in-law.
Weinster,
Ah,
Wiener.
Wiener.
That's a good name for him, Wiener. He's always got it out. So yeah. You know.
Oh.
And of course, P Diddy, he did everybody. But, yeah, that's messed up. Here's another one from Dean Cerny. You can't unsee this either.
No.
Urkel Ray. There's no damn way he'd be on that motorcycle looking
It's
cool.
just like,
Prince,
oh no.
Prince is the only person that could take a purple motorcycle and look cool.
Yep.
You know, Prince did it. Jeff, you might be able to.
Did I do that?
Did I do that? Yeah. This is a big fat no.
Don't tell me, don't you tell me you haven't done something like that.
I have.
I have too.
No.
Listen, I feel 20 feet in the air
But
because of
not
a
that,
stupid
not
mistake.
that extreme.
Oh,
I
this
used,
is dumb.
I used to be an OSHA inspector, and I've actually seen this stuff personally.
All right, how big a ticket we looking at, Jeff? Right.
Dude, you shut down a job site for something like that.
yeah,
Job site.
Everybody go home.
People are all mad. Why you shut me down? Look stupid.
Listen.
All right, look stupid. That's all.
I would explain it to you, but
Yeah.
something says you wouldn't understand.
That's right. I can't grow a beard. Good to see you, gentlemen. Thank you, brother. Appreciate it. P Diddy. Yeah, he's getting it. They can save money, but just call them Mount Democrats. He did that too. He did that though. All right. Well, here we go. Get back here. Now, Jeff's got a story about this next meeting.
Yeah.
Something like this is because of these idiots. You and I got
You get a job.
no roundup.
Don't. I'll tell them.
Tell me right now, a song that pop in your head. Our house. That's literally in the middle of the street.
So where I live, there was a four-way. Like it wasn't even four. It was a stop sign at a highway. Right?
Yes.
They had 2 accidents, so they decided to put in a roundabout to prevent people from getting in accidents because people couldn't stop when they had rumble strips and flashing lights at the stop sign to tell people to stop.
Especially at night, you see the lights half a mile away.
So you're going to put it a roundabout to stop somebody who just went through rumble strips and a flashing stop sign.
Yeah.
So there was a dude who had a mobile home, and he tried to go around a
That's
roundabout,
right.
and he got stuck in the roundabout with his mobile home. No, but even funnier than that. So he left it there, right?
Yeah.
And they said he needed a permit to move it, so they moved it off to the side of the road, right? So a couple weeks later, the guy takes his pickup truck and he hitches up the pickup truck to this trailer, and he's pulling his mobile home without a permit. So he starts getting chased by the sheriff. So the sheriff is chasing this dude with his mobile home, and they go like multiple counties chasing this guy. And
Redneck OJ.
he's like running into signs and stuff, this mobile home. Finally, they catch him and arrest him or whatever. But his crime was moving his own mobile home. He didn't steal it without a permit. I thought he stole it, but he didn't. It's his own.
He drove it like he stole it.
He drove it like he stole it.
Well, he must have had a meaty truck to be pulling that with, or what did he use? A Chevy
Probably the Ford Ranger.
Dude, I'm telling you, I don't know what kind of truck it was, but he could have been pulling it with a combine for all I know.
that makes that picture.
Oh, yeah.
Look, that makes that a whole lot newer now. Okay, more respectable now. Jeff, I like that.
Well, tell us how that roundabout worked for you.
That roundabout sucks. Is what I'm going through there.
You can see this. You can see the tire marks on it where people Dukes a hazard over that thing.
Yeah. Oh, the wife hates them things. She hates them. She can't stand them.
Oh, she's not the only one. Okay. I hate them so bad. Somebody said something about some Dukes of Hazzard.
Dukes a hazard.
Dukes
Yeah.
a hazard.
There you go.
Just a
That's what's going.
boy.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, roundabouts suck.
Yeah.
Get back on there. You ever see these guys that are real scared of spiders? They'll do a large quantity of damage, right?
Yes. Yep. They can. Really.
But this guy got his spider. That's too bad. That's wrong.
Great.
That's a good sense of humor. I lost all his crap. What the hell? You don't get to Is this a friend or just not a friend? Jeff's like, don't do you no favors. Yeah.
How deep is that blade set?
I see at least 4 OSHA violations right there. Whatever.
I like his guy's knee pressed on the board, pressed on his buddy.
Yeah.
Jeff be walking there. Oh, hell no.
Hell no.
Be still. I got to get this. You're moving now. Stop it. I'm trying to stay on the line.
Jeff be like with his camera. Look up, smile, dumbass.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Close your eyes so you don't get dust in them.
Yeah. The stitches. Forget about the stitches.
Don't worry about the saw blade going through your skull.
I told my wife we can't afford an ambulance. Just call a tow truck if we ever need that. That is so my wife. Just to shut me up. Get a chance to pay for it. I don't care.
Don't you wonder what
I'm a
happened?
man.
What happened to that? I wonder what happened to that person for them to be on a gurney with no shoes on. You know?
It looks like he's covered plumb up. So tell me.
They're doing with something.
I think that's my. Oh, you know who that is? That's my brother. Drives the tow truck. He went and pick somebody up.
Dale. That's Dale.
That's Dale. Just a good old boy.
Oh, that's good.
Now I've never directly seen this one, but I know it can work. But you got to alter. You can't just shove stuff places. Okay. That'll actually work, but you need longer bullet casing and prefer no gunpowder.
That don't.
Take the gunpowder out of the.
Well, that one in the middle looks like it might have been taken apart. Isn't that a 22 long rifle?
Yeah, it looks like that.
Yeah. It's Mm-hmm. 22 mag might have fit better. I don't know.
Yeah.
I heard.
in the comments. Let us know what caliber of bullet
Yeah,
works best.
you expect to use, and I think you better use a copper jacket instead of lead, so you have good continuity there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
She was supposed to get half of the house in a divorce. Now you can give half. Pick a lane and take it home.
She must have got the lower half, or did he get the lower
I
half?
don't know. Roundabouts suck. That's your wife right there.
Yes,
DJ
yes,
Reed said they
yes,
suck.
yes. I told you she said they suck. She don't
Dean
like
said
it.
17 inch more. Dean's did that.
Yeah.
He's did that.
Yeah.
Now I've seen bubblegum wrapper, like the old big red bubblegum wrapper and stuff around a fuse.
Well, it used to be aluminum foil around the sticks of chewing gum, and we used to, or aluminum foil around the burnout fuse, and stick it back in
reuse
there.
it. Yeah, that'd be awesome. Jeff showed up to that job. Just get out your wallet.
Yeah.
Jeff showed up.
Yeah.
All right, let's get on with the getting on. Hang on a second. What happened here? This computer is starting to really test my
Attitude.
medicine. It's testing my medicine.
There we go.
Boy, this chair's
If a bird shits on your car, climb up the tree and take a dump in its nest. Be a man.
This is so damn confusing. I had to play it.
I do that.
Don't get the AC fixed.
Yeah, for real.
Just buy 10 fans that don't do shit and sweat your ass off all summer long. Be a man.
Man.
That's like this office.
Yeah.
If your wife starts talking in the car, turn the volume all the way up. Be a man.
Let's,
No, we don't do that.
no.
I'm not allowed to touch the knobs in her car. No.
Don't take the easy way out. Struggle at all costs. Be a man.
That's dumb.
Don't get that one.
I didn't either.
If you go to a cookout and don't know anybody, stand by the grill. Be a man.
Okay, whatever.
You'd be hungry.
Only listen to one side of the story. Be a man.
Guy ain't married, is he?
Don't get a lawyer. Do the whole bid. Be a man.
That's dumb.
Honestly, how many of those did you actually get?
No, two.
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 Two of them.
About it.
Yeah.
I think they were at the beginning.
Not even a possible on a third at all.
No,
for
no.
the
I don't recommend that one about turning the radio when the wife's talking.
No,
No,
don't do
No.
that. No.
you're gonna
no.
get what you're gonna get what they call Wagner injury.
Yes. Yeah. I know that's right.
That's right, a Wagner injury.
Wagner.
Yeah, I'll tell you a little bit what the Wagner injury gets and how you get it. It's kind of stuff like that to get you the Wagner injury. Yes.
There you go.
All right.
That puts you in a hospital.
Charles Barkley's always got something to say about something. You ever notice that? And sometimes I agree with him when I can understand him.
Yeah.
Sometimes, whatever. You tell me if you agree with Charles or
You were
not.
saying that backstage. You said that there are only 5 real jobs in the world.
Yeah, a teacher, fireman, policeman, doctor, somebody who's in the armed service. Everybody else will just shut the hell up and enjoy life. Don't take yourself so serious.
You said that
People talk about all these jocks. I says, jocks don't have bad days. But you're making $25 million a year. You might be in last place, but it ain't that bad.
I mean, I think there are a lot more real jobs than
25
Charles
million.
Barkley does, but his basic message here, which is a little bit of gratitude goes a long way. That, of course, is true.
$25 million to suck. Sign me up.
Yeah.
I'll do nothing in my life. I'll amount to totally nothing for $25 million a year.
Or them actors that bitch and moan about stuff. It's like you're making millions of dollars.
Shut up. Yeah.
Shut up and go away.
This here is more of a scientific one. There's really no comedy to this, but it's kind of interesting. Now, watch Nerd over here. He's going to light up when it comes to this one right here.
If we were to throw a brick into the Mariana Trench, how long would it take for the brick to sink to the deepest part of the Mariana Trench? First, let's understand how terrifying the Mariana Trench is. Everyone knows that the highest mountain in the world is Mount Everest, with an altitude of 8,848 meters. The Mariana Trench, on the other hand, is the deepest place on Earth, with a depth of 11,000 meters. There's a term in physics called atmospheric pressure. When you put your hand into water, the deeper you go, the more pressure you feel. Typically, for every 10 meters increase in water depth, there is an increase of 1 atmosphere of pressure. With the depth of the Mariana Trench being 11,000 meters, this means that at the deepest point, it would endure 1,100 atmospheres of pressure. To put it more intuitively, imagine placing an object weighing 1.1 tons at your fingertip. Can you imagine that feeling? When a brick falls into the sea, it is subjected to pressure from all directions, so it experiences average compression. This actually helps prevent the brick from being crushed directly. Additionally, the material structure of the brick is relatively porous, allowing seawater to gradually penetrate its interior, balancing the pressure inside and outside the brick. Therefore, the brick may not necessarily be crushed directly. Now let's return to the original question. How long would it take for the brick to reach the deepest part of the Mariana Trench? Assuming the mass of the brick is 2.5 kilograms, combined with the density of seawater and the coefficient of water resistance, calculations based on formulas suggest that the average descent speed of the brick is approximately 2 meters per second. Descending 11,000 kilometers would require 5,500 seconds. However, this is just a theoretical estimate, and actual conditions may vary.
So the answer to the question is who gives a crap? That's the answer.
The brick gets there when it gets there.
Is somebody going to dive down and follow that brick to make sure all this is correct? Because I ain't going on near that brick.
He meant 100 hours.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I think somebody. I'd call shenanigans, but I can't prove it.
You know, oddly enough, this game right here is based upon a group of people that live in the Mariana Trench.
Yeah, so
you live in the Mariana Trench.
Yeah,
Our society under the water.
Hey, pimping ain't easy, Jeff. Pimping ain't easy. All right, here we go.
From what I heard, what did you hear? Can you really do James Brown? Oh. Yeah, hold it. Come on in.
Pick it up.
I'm not ready to do my thing. 17 on 4, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Get up back. Get up back.
That's funny.
He's working on that, isn't he? Richard Pryor.
He was great.
He was.
The wrong brother died. All I got to say about that is the wrong Murphy brother died.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, Eddie, I think Eddie's one of the greatest comedians ever lived.
No, his brother's way funnier.
But he had stage fright.
Well,
so we don't know.
Charlie Murphy, all the way.
Yeah,
Charlie Murphy, way
great
funny.
Actor. Great actor.
Way funnier.
He's in a lot of Eddie Murphy stuff. He was in Harlem Heat.
Oh yeah.
That was
Dave Chappelle.
That's a great
The Chappelle Show.
Yeah.
He was on the Chappelle Show a bunch.
Here's another pretty good comedian. He ain't my top 5, but he's on my top 10.
Baby, let's just go back to the hotel. Come on, Ron. And I speak fluent drunk. That means I don't know why you want to leave. I'm having a perfectly good time. Turns out there was a consensus. I'm like, okay, I'll leave. Now, the only way to get off the ship is to walk back off that gangplank, and at the end of the gangplank, there's an 18-inch drop-off, and my wife's in front of me, Margaret's in front of me, and I get to the end of the gangplank, Doc goes, "Big step, Ron." I said, "Thanks, Doc," thinking I'd made a big step towards something. Fuck, I don't know. He's a big psychologist, not me. It's amazing how much speed you could pick up in 18 inches. It's nothing like falling over on the same level that you're already on. I slammed down to that fucking pier. I landed square on this elbow, dislocated this shoulder, put a 4-inch gash down the back of my arm, and I was so drunk I just bounced off that pier.
You did that a time or two. That's real as hell.
Yeah.
Fade to black.
Go back and watch that whole bit called Shoe Buddies.
Shoe Buddies.
You get up next morning. Shoe Buddy.
Shoe Buddy.
Shoe Buddy. You got hurt.
I have never been that drunk. I've only drank alcohol once in my life.
I'd like to say that me too, but
I lost my car in
that's true.
Nashville for 3 days when we got back from overseas, but that's another story.
I heard you threw a man out of a second-story window.
Yeah.
They went to a sushi restaurant last year in L.A. selling whale, and they fined him $200,000. And that is so fucking wrong, man. To take a 50,000-pound majestic animal and serve it up 2 tiny slices at a time. Are you fucking? Oh, that's good. You got any more? Shit, yeah, we do. We have a shit road.
Shit road.
We make a big commitment. I don't know how I got caught. Maybe that 14-foot fin hanging out of the dumpster.
But I don't get it. Why would that be illegal?
They didn't have a permit.
Well, people in Alaska eat whale all the time.
Yeah, that's them people. They can do that.
They wouldn't have got caught. They'd hooked on shit with the truck.
I haven't been drunk today. Ask me later.
Ask me later. Oh, okay.
He says,
"Is it later?"
Guilty. He said the brick. It'll take 91 minutes and 40 seconds to hit the bottom. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
That's useless information that no one cares about. Thank you, brother. Dean Cerny, he says, or just Justin, can he be on here a little bit? He does our outdoor segment. You know what else lays down more pressure the deeper you go? Your mom.
Why didn't he say 1 hour, 31 minutes, and 40 seconds?
Because Dean Bigfoot, he says what he wants.
Why does he do minutes like that?
The brick is going to take a while to get there. That is right.
Charles Barkley threw it.
Charles Barkley did. Yeah.
He threw that brick.
He did.
Get it? That's a throw-in. That's a basketball. See, I don't even like sports, and I'm throwing.
Actually, it'd been better if you just said Shaquille O'Neal.
Shaquille O'Neal.
So the brick, it can't hit free throw the same as life.
Yeah.
He dunk.
Even if he was a genie.
Even if he was a genie. All right, gentlemen, we're going to move on to on this day.
On this day
in history. Now, you all know
the way history was, or the way they're teaching it now.
Well, according to the History Channel.
Oh, we're in good shape then.
Is where I get our history. I don't mean they're right. It's just, I mean, it's got history in the freaking name, so they might know something about
report,
history.
you decide.
Yeah.
There you
go. This day in history, April the 16th. OJ, no, I'm just kidding. OJ did Virginia Tech shooting leaves 32 dead. That's a sad time in our life.
Yep.
That shit, that needs to be knocked the fuck off.
Yeah.
I don't mean to cuss like that, but that's stupid. Just stop. I'd rather you just go get help.
Yes.
You know what would stop that?
Arm everybody.
Yeah. Don't have any more gun-free zones.
Yeah,
we used to have shooting classes in school. We brought our own guns to school.
I grew up in Texas. Every Friday during hunting season, you could bring your firearm and put it in your locker.
Well, there you go. Because you're going right to the woods.
Because you go hunting.
Martin Luther King Jr. writes a letter from a Birmingham jail. 1929, Cleveland becomes first MLB team to play with #1 black on jersey. #1 on the
with numbers on the back of jerseys.
God,
yeah,
I didn't realize
they had
that.
numbers on the back of the jerseys.
Right, I didn't, but I thought they always had that. I didn't know 1929. What had it before? Just their name?
No, it was just a jersey.
Well, there you go. 2018, Kendrick Lamar becomes the first rapper to win a Pulitzer Prize. Pulitzer.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. All right. Congratulations to him. 1943, this day in history video. See, I don't like them. They take forever. Plus copyright. They get mad when we do this.
Yeah.
1972, Apollo 16 departs for the moon. That's a big controversy. Apparently, I didn't know there was a controversy about did we land on the moon or did we not land on the moon. Holy shit, there's a big controversy about that.
Yes, there is.
There's people who don't believe we went to the moon.
If you don't think so, just let that reporter that Neil Armstrong slugged. Yeah.
Right in his lip.
Here's the thing. They say they lost the technology to go back to the moon. They don't know how to do it because we lost the technology. We lost the understanding of how to do it, right?
Mm-hmm.
But they can tell me how much the temperature is going to rise in the next 50 years.
Uh-huh.
I call bullshit.
They did. Yeah, they didn't lose the technology for nothing.
1943. Hallucinogenics effects of LSD was discovered. 1943.
People been licking toads for a lot longer time.
Your first dose, you discover.
Yeah.
You don't need no millions of research money. Your first dose. 1945, Hitler calls for the last stand on Eastern Front. He's an idiot. 1881, Western gunslinger Bat Masterson fights in last shootout. That's his last shootout.
His last shootout.
Yeah, wasn't the last one. 1889, Hollywood legend Charlie Chaplin was born. Truthfully, Jeff, how much Charlie Chaplin have you watched in your life?
Oh, a lot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He's oh yeah.
Yeah.
He was great.
And he did all that stuff.
He did all of his own stunts and
Most
everything.
of the stuff, well, people thought a lot of it was dangerous stuff, but the way he set up the camera, it was like really, really well done to make it look dangerous, but it wasn't dangerous.
Yes. Yeah, that's true. The camera effects are everything, Grim. 1947, fertilizer explosion kills more than 500 in Texas.
Yeah.
I bet it wasn't fertilizer. I mean, yeah, fertilizer. Yes.
Fertilizer.
1947, same year, probably next day. No, same day. Bernard, I don't know, Barch polarizes the term Cold War. 1946, Arthur Chevrolet dies by suicide. Well, that's not what I was told. Well, there you go. You learn something all the time. And back finally in 1917, Lenin returns to Russia from exile. That's what happened this day in history, plus a lot more.
Hey, Bernie Sanders was on, talking about that. Bernie Sanders was on Jeopardy.
Right.
And the question was, Lenin and these other three are members of the Fab Four. And he said, Stalin, Mao, never mind.
Anyway. Well, guys,
get it? Because he likes. Never mind.
Yeah, never mind. Yeah. Biden, yeah. Shit my pants. What else?
That was a communism joke.
Yeah. Well, welcome in our other host on here. He does an outdoor segment. He's good friend of mine. I went out to Oregon out there with him. I was on his radio show and did a lot with him out there at BV Nation Radio. He's owner and proprietor. Good friend of mine. Y'all know him. He does our outdoor segment. Please give him welcome to Mr. J-Dub.
What's happening, guys?
Hey, you are
happening.
I don't know about that. Mr. Onyx.
What's up? Long time.
Good seeing you, man. Been a while. It has definitely been a long time. I think the last time I had a chance to see or speak with you was, let's see, Warrior Fest.
Warrior Fest, yeah.
Yeah.
And I didn't have a beard.
So it's definitely been a day or two. That is for sure. So.
And I didn't have a beard.
Yeah, I know, right? You're not gonna lie. The beard looks good on you, man. I dig it.
Yeah, he's pulling off that whole homeless veteran thing. You know, he's got the homeless veteran thing down. All he needs now is a tuna can out there to, arms for the poor.
You're not wrong. Discount Wheeler Walker Jr. Jesus.
Swinging for the fence. Yeah. So, brother, what say you? How you been doing?
I'm doing, man. So it's been a crazy couple of weeks or so. I tried to get on last week, tried to kill two birds with one stone, but technology was not wanting to cooperate with me at the time. So
yeah, we've got like 90-mile-an-hour gale force freaking storms going on today. So we're lucky to even be on live too.
Right. Well, it's funny you talk about those 90-mile-an-hour storms. Apparently, folks in England don't know what a nadir is.
No.
Okay, so you saw the video too, Richie. We're having
Since the
very
dawn of
gusty
time.
winds out here.
Governor.
Yeah. See, you see
Since the-
video feeds of like RVs and shit getting knocked over in
Yes.
houses and everything else. You can watch and come in. You're like, that's a nader. I don't know. I don't care what you say. That's a nader.
How long? That country's been on this planet since, well, we have. And they don't know what I watched it. People standing there going, why is there a Buick, Governor, flying by my house?
Don't they call them?
Duh, dumbass.
Don't they call them whirly winds? It's a
Twirly wind.
whirly wind.
Twirly jiggers.
Totally, I don't know. But,
Whirly gigger.
you know, they speak English. I mean, they're
Yeah.
proprietor of English language, right? So you know they know what the word duck means. Duck,
Duck.
not go hunting and kill one. It means duck.
Get down.
What the hell, Jada? Before we get too far in you, brother, we want to do our last segment.
Oh, by all means, don't
All right,
let my appearance interrupt the flow of the show.
Yeah, don't let that good looks and charm fool us.
Yeah.
Because it's flowing so well.
Well, this is our
Yeah, just stay tuned for station identification.
Yeah,
A word from our sponsor right now.
Yeah, I got your sponsor. Yeah, my left pocket. Yeah. This is our segment we do here called our missing persons.
Yes.
It's become quite a segment, and so we always like to do it. Maybe one day, hopefully, we can help somebody. But today's kind of a 2-for-1 day.
A 2-for-winner.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. It's kind of weird. Let me explain this to you. Well, anything the FBI writes down, you got a question anyway. FBI is
Yeah.
they're not exactly the sharpest organization in America. Now, if I go lose live feed, I'll have to apologize. But anyway,
Yeah.
until then, we got one kid on here, one boy, Landon Devon. Okay, Landon Devon. There's a picture there, where you can see it. And this little boy here.
Mm-hmm.
Now stand by, and I'll explain to you why the two of them. All right. It says the Charlotte Division of the Federal Bureau of Investigation, FBI, and the Fayette Police Department are seeking assistance from the public to locate now approximately 27-year-old Landon Devon. While investigating the disappearance of now approximately 17-year-old Blake Devon, which is the little boy, they learned of additional missing relative of Landon.
Huh.
Mm-hmm. They didn't know the little boy was missing until they did investigation of the other boy. And that's
And found out he's missing.
And it's the same family. That odds are somebody in the family
Knows something.
is a dick.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know what else to tell you.
Are you sure it's a little bit of foul play?
Yes, shenanigans. Yes, they're afoot.
Yes.
Submit a tip if you have any information concerning this case. Please contact the FBI's Charlotte field office at 704-672-6100 or the Fayette Police Department at 910-578-2697. You also connect your local FBI office.
Is this London, England?
No, or the nearest American embassy or consulate. Or you can submit a tip online at tips.fbi.gov, field office in Charlotte, or you can submit an anonymous tip online. Now, these gentlemen this is what they look like when they're gone. It'd be nice if they did a age enhancement photo.
Enhancement on it. Yeah.
Okay. Because now, if he's 27, they're 17, they're way behind.
Yeah.
So, yeah, take one more look at that, guys. If you can help these families, please help this family out.
Okay.
Jeff, you're over doing a little research. What did you find out?
I did no research at all.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is America, by the way, Jeff.
It's America.
America. Yeah.
America.
How can you not know that you already have another missing kid?
Yeah. That's.
I know it's a
It's North
tragedy.
Carolina for you. North Carolina. You know, especially when when it has to do with good old Vietnam, also known as Fort Bragg. Excuse me, not Fort Bragg, Fort Liberty.
Hello,
Fort Liberty. Yeah, get it correct now.
Bragg. It'll always be Bragg.
Fort Bragg.
When they come on there and they said they were changing their names, I just knew.
Mm-hmm.
I knew there were going to be some dumb shit come across. Why did they call it Sparkling Wiggles? Would have made more sense. Sparkling Wiggles.
Yeah, why not?
Jesus Christ.
Hey, at least they're not moving the bases somewhere else and calling them the same name like they do sports teams.
Baby Jesus in a basket.
It would have been just the same principle.
Yeah.
I mean, you could have cut Fort Bragg, North Carolina, Fort Bragg, Iowa.
Yeah.
They just don't even sound correct.
Like the USMCAS El Toro when they move it to Florida.
Hey, Key West, Florida. They call them glitter bugs down there. Glitter bugs. Glitter bugs. Yeah.
Which is funny because friggin' Pops, he used to Richie, I don't know if you know it, but that was where Pops called home for quite a while. Was El Toro.
El Toro, yeah. I think I remember that.
For years and years.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was between there and Cherry Point.
Cherry Point. I'm surprised Cherry Point's still called Cherry Point. I'm surprised somebody ain't offended by that. Thinking call some type of a sexual thing and all. I'm offended by Cherry Point. Well, I'm offended by you. So,
well, you're a virgin, so it's obvious why you're offended. Then,
you moron. Your mama wasn't offended when I made you. Hey, anyway,
dude, there's some cold water. Cold water at El Toro. Some really cold water.
Deep too. Yeah.
That's my input.
Well, we appreciate it. Thank you. Boom. They call base Sound Navy Shipyard PSNS. We called it penis anus. Dean.
We know, like,
Dean.
Jay was at Guantanamo and they called it get no.
Get no. That's what we call it.
They still call it that,
no. They still call it that, Dean. Hey, welcome to High Tech.
It's still getting
Redneck. I don't have your little tune, so that's be the best you get. But brother,
That's it.
thanks for joining. We love you. Thanks for coming in, man. Appreciate it. Get all the high-powered people here now. Got Jesus Christ, everybody on here smarter than me now. We got J-Dub in the house. We got High Tech Redneck, Jeff, and we got you. Yeah. Wow. This feels great.
Happy leaders today.
Yeah, here we are.
We're on a roll. Don't quit while you're ahead.
Yeah,
And Roy.
Naval Base Kit
And
set.
Roy was in there too.
Yeah, Roy. Well, Roy ain't very bright. Typhoon smart. He's in it. Yeah. No, Roy's a good dude. We're all good dude on here. One more time, guys, before we go any further here, we have got to pimp out our show. Me and Jeff are going to be in little town, Jamesport, Missouri.
Jamesport.
The home of the lady who played Moses' mother in the Ten Commandments.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Fog Allen. Y'all heard about Fog Allen.
Yeah.
Right. And of course me.
There
Three
you
famous
go.
people there.
See?
Yeah.
And then you see who's doing our MCing finally. Justin Snodgrass. I got him away from his periwinkle outfit. he's gonna do our voiceover for us. Then we got Jeff Onyx, got me, got Richard Montano, and our special guest who's not on the flyer, Typhoon Panda, is going to be in the house.
Richard Montano.
Richard Montano. Wow.
Richard Montano. You said Montano.
Montano. I know I said his damn name.
He's
He's a Mexican. He's an Italian. He's an Italian with a Mexican name. Asshole.
If you come out to this show, make sure you understand there are going to be probably some Amish buggies you need to worry about.
Don't get discouraged. We're not.
Yeah.
Man, you didn't step through a time warp. Okay?
No,
It's not
no.
1885.
I see that last name, and the only thing I could think of is Brian Boitano. What would Brian Boitano do if he were here right now?
Did you hear about Amish Mary?
No, go ahead.
Amish Mary, she's an Amish prostitute up there. You got to watch out for her.
Oh, yeah, I heard about her. Go ahead.
Yeah, she has 5 Mennonite.
God.
She the one that had that dress problem.
Yeah, she
They
had
call that a burger chain. They call it Five Guys. All right. I mean,
And now
they tried to shun her because she had a pattern on her dress. That's why they knew she was a whore, because she had a pattern on her dress. It wasn't a plain color. So that's an Amish joke. If you were Amish, you would know.
She was friends with Monica Lewinsky. That tells you about the pattern.
Yeah.
So yeah, you love to hear me and Jeff go off on all kind of things.
Oh.
And Richard Montano's got a killer, sick joke about his dick being out.
Which he told at a clean show at a veterans home and the chaplain or the chapel. And we were like, it's a clean show. He's like, these people know what a dick is. So I was like, okay.
What do they know about now? And they clap for it.
We didn't get invited back very
No,
soon.
yeah, no, we Richard was not.
Hey, Richie, if you haven't done memes yet, I guess, speaking of all this, if you haven't done memes yet, I got one I just sent you that you should throw up there too.
Let me see.
I just sent it to you.
Where'd you send it at?
To your messenger.
While they're looking for the memes, Scud 248 Lawless First Wave pocket box edition available on our website, and the mint tin edition at Kickstarter right now.
Kickstarter, yeah.
TLCUSgames.com.
That's why Jeff's on here to talk about his games. He's now inventing.
Pimping it.
Pimping ain't easy, Jeffrey. Just want you to be aware. Okay.
I'm trying.
Be aware. Pimping ain't easy. All right, guys. Uh-oh. If there's any complaints, send your complaints to J-Dub.
Yep, J. Dub will take them.
BB Nation.
He'll handle them.
BB Nation.
Yep.
All right, here we go. I'm sorry about
Remember,
that.
you started it.
Fun fact: your hand is bisexual, no matter how straight you are.
Yeah.
I seen the live stream just blink.
Yeah.
It went off.
Yeah, I told a joke yesterday to
drop
some kid.
over. You're like, oh God.
I told a joke to some kid yesterday, and he said, "I don't understand the joke because I'm gay." I'm like, "What does that have anything to do with the joke? You either have a sense of humor or you don't."
They don't want them. Go ahead. We'll share the joke, Mr. Joke Man. You're here. Share it.
A buddy of mine was working in his workshop, doing woodwork, and he cut his finger. So he was rushed to the emergency room, and he called his wife. He said, "Honey, I cut my finger." And she said, "The whole finger?" He said, "No, the one next to it." And the gay kid was like, "I don't understand the joke because I'm gay." I was like,
"You got a hand, don't you, dipshit?"
You have a hole, and you could still have the whole finger if you're gay. Still makes sense.
Oh my! And they vote.
And
Okay. Yeah, they vote, Jeff. Don't forget that.
Yeah,
vote.
yes, they do. They
I
really
heard
do.
PB Radio has come back, but haven't seen any proof yet. Well, Mr. J-Dub, there you go.
Wow.
Good for you.
Wow.
Some type of rumor mill going on that we're not privy to. Yeah.
Take him to the mat.
Right.
Oops, you've been a little premature. Uh-oh,
It's
Jeff's
all
wife.
right.
Tell Jeff about the 70-year-old lady that tried to bang you last week.
Wow.
Well, do tell, sir.
Yes, please.
happens all the
This should be interesting.
You can't be keeping information like that. You share.
I was doing the donation thing at a store, a local store, and this old lady comes up and she said, "I'd like to thank you for your service." Come back to my apartment and I can thank you for your service multiple times.
Wow.
Whoa.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah. I was like, "Those are some really nice leather pants you're wearing." She said, "I'm wearing shorts."
You got Richie to walk off set. Richie's like, "Nope, I'm done. That's all there is to it. We're out."
That is what you call comedy right there.
Oh, that's God. I told you guys, I told the wife, I said, "Listen, you get me and Jeff in the studio, you might as well turn it off." Because woo!
Oh my God.
It's better than that lady telling me that I have the nose. Remember the nose thing I was telling you about?
Yeah.
I said I'm part Native American. She looked at me. She's like, "Oh, I can tell from the nose." Now, if she would have said, if she would have said that and I was black or Jewish, then that would have been like a racial slur. But because I'm Native American, that's totally fine to talk about my nose. You do have a Native American nose.
Oh, ladies, man, women they say women got better filters than men. I don't know.
No,
especially when women get a certain age, they don't give a fuck no more, right?
No,
I'm doing a storefront. I was doing a storefront out at Walmart over here at Cameron, and they used to tell us a joke about, I asked people a question. So I'd ask her, I said, "Hey, ma'am, let me ask you a question." She goes, "Okay." I said, "Is this sexual harassment for a man to tell a woman her hair smells nice?" She thought. She's like, "No, I wouldn't think so." I said, "What if he's this high?" And I pointed around my crotch area, right, like a midget.
What if it's a midget?
She goes, "He better tell me it smells nice. What the hell's wrong with him?" I almost fell over my fucking merch table. Real loud too. He better tells me it smells.
That was the same time you had Bell's palsy.
Yes.
And he had eye patch on.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
And this lady comes up and puts like a $5 bill in the donation thing. Goes, oh, a wounded soldier. Oh, that's so nice. And he said, no, ma'am, I have Bell's palsy. I wasn't like wounded in the. Oh, you're so modest. And she puts another 5 in.
She said, you're so modest. Here, Jeff went.
And I was at one of the stores and some lady was like, you know, if you had somebody who was like had no leg or no arm out here, you'd get more donations. I said, look, lady, I asked the other guys if they would do that, but none of them would volunteer to cut off their arm or their leg, the sons of bitches.
Stingy bastards. Dude, before you go, Justin, you got to tell them about that time that lady got pissed off when you called her ma'am.
Darling.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm, you know, doing the donation thing. The lady puts money in the thing, and I said, "Thank you, darling." So she goes to her vehicle and then comes back, and she says, "You don't have permission to call me darling. You are not my husband. You're not my boyfriend, and you're not my friend. I did not give you permission to use your toxic masculinity against me." I said, "Ma'am, I'm Native American. I was brought up, you know, with the tribal customs of respecting women by calling them darling, sweetheart, and ma'am. And if you have a problem with me calling you darling, you can take it up with the tribal council." And she said, "Oh, I'm so sorry. Thank you for revealing to me my white privilege. I'm so sorry."
You talk about dumbass on a flip. She didn't want to turn around and say how stupid she was. Just bang.
or that other guy. The guy.
Look at his wife. His wife's dying. Your wife's dying.
Remember that one guy? He donated something. I was looking at his feet. I saw women's shoes. So he donates, and I said, "Thank you, sweetheart." And I look up, and it's a guy, and he goes, "Sweetheart," it's an old guy. "Sweetheart, well, I'm old enough to be your grandpa." And then he paused and looked at me, and he goes, "I could be your grandpa." No, thanks. It depends on how much you know.
Bring your fat ass over here, Chris.
This is a local Walmart. This is shit. We don't even have to write nothing. And go to Walmart. He at the Walmart. He sees this guy with a full beard, better than his, right, with a dress on, pushing carts.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
I've been like,
I've seen him
I gotta
around.
write this down.
Hey, could
you see it too?
Yes.
I said, "Hey, can you move the shopping carts out from in front of the handicap spot? Because, you know, if I park in the handicap spot, I'm going to hit them carts." So they moved the carts, and then that person comes up to me and says, "Sir, we moved the shopping carts from out in front of the handicap spot." I said, "Thanks, brother."
Thanks, brother. Call him brother.
Appreciate it.
Would you do me a favor, Chris? Hey, $20 is $20. That's all Chris says.
Yeah.
Now, guys, we're gonna come back to Jeff and just say he's gonna mess the whole show, derail us and shit, and have one of them initials contacting me after hours. Okay, anyway, we're gonna get on JW. JW, what do you got lined up for us on our outdoor segment? If you dare.
If you dare. Do you dare?
If I dare. Sorry. So this is actually referring to a article. I actually sent it to you here a little while back. This is what I was going to talk about last week. However, yeah. Anyhow, so this is actually in relation to an article that was released by Field and Stream here a couple of weeks ago, talking about with Coloradans. Well, Coloradans ban mountain lion hunting at the ballot box this fall. So think about that one for a moment.
Yeah, let that soak in.
So a group of concerned hunters is working to defeat a ballot measure that would outlaw mountain lion and bobcat hunting in the Centennial State. Back in December, Colorado Parks and Wildlife released 5 gray wolves on public land west of Denver. The widely publicized release took place amid heavy opposition from hunters and conservation groups because it was mandated by a narrowly passed ballot initiative 4 years earlier. Now Colorado's voting public is on the cusp of considering yet another controversial wildlife-related ballot referendum. The ballot initiative that led to December's wolf release, known as Proposition 114, was a shining example of what conservation-minded hunters often decry as a ballot box biology. It put a critical wildlife management decision, something typically hashed out through rigorous scientific procedures by the state and federal biologists, into the hands of everyday voters. Now that initiative is lost. CPW must release up to 50 wolves on the state's west slope over the next 3 to 5 years. Moving along onto this. So what's going on is they're in the process of trying to, like I said, put a nixnay on all hunting on mountain lion and bobcat. Dan Gates is the executive director of a nonprofit organization called Coloradans Responsible for Wildlife Management. He's been mounting an effort to defeat the proposed ban on big cat hunting since it was first announced last fall. We've been the tip of the spear on this since the ballot initiative dropped, Gates tells Field and Stream. We've challenged it through every avenue available to us. According to Gates, Colorado's mountain lion and bobcat populations are robust. We've got somewhere between 4,400 and 5,000 mountain lions in the state of Colorado, and before they became a big game species, there were less than 200 on the landscape, he says. Back then, they were considered a nuisance species, and conservation-minded sportsmen and women took them from that nuisance list and put them into the game category. Bobcats, which were also open to hunting and trapping in 1965, are common as well. Recent studies estimate a population of some 12,000 individual bobcats in Colorado, and the International Union of Conservation of Nature lists them as a species of least concern. So today, CPW holds the mountain lion season from November 25th to March 31st. Hunters used to pursue lions in April as well, but the agency nixed that season earlier this year. As Gates is quick to point out, lion populations have only proliferated since Colorado established regulated hunting in 1965. If it weren't for mountain lion hunting, there might not be any mountain lions in Colorado today, he maintains. His opponents see it differently. They use the politically and emotionally charged phrase trophy hunting when describing their disdain for Colorado's big cat hunting seasons. They even inserted the term into the title of their ballot measure when they introduced it last fall, but CRWM challenged that language through the courts, and the phrase trophy hunting was ultimately removed from the proposition's title. So this has become a very, very big ordeal, as you can tell, in that state. And the thing is that ballot initiatives like this are becoming a common trend throughout the West. And it's not just in Colorado that you're seeing it. You're seeing it in other states. You see it up in Washington. California likes to do the play on words, and it's even picked up a lot of steam, as an example out here in Oregon as well. It's one of the things they did when it came to ballot measure 18 years ago, when it came to banning the use of bait and dogs for hunting mountain lion and bear. So with things like that, it's one of the things that a lot of these quote unquote conservation groups or animal rights groups like to try and play when they make these petitions out. And it winds up, it becomes, like they say, instead of having actual biologists and scientists actually working with the public for coming up with manageable plans for, with these actual sportsmen, people to actually have skin in the game, even when it comes to working with ranchers and folks like that, come up with good game management programs so that way they can actually address these issues. I'm not sure exactly just how strong it is out there, because I know, like as an example, out in Missouri, you guys are rebuilding your elk populations out there, and it's a very it's a very strict ordeal, and how they're doing the studies on them to be able to, one, manage the herds, and be able to, over time, be able to increase the amount of tags that they're able to issue out when it comes to managing those herds.
Yeah,
but when you have herds like this, where you're constantly fighting folks that are dealing with pro-predator, I guess you could say, when it comes to, trying to ban these hunts, when it comes to dealing with mountain lion, bobcat, wolves, things of that nature. There's states that have a very good predator management program. Take a look at Wyoming as an example. They're a good one. Alaska is prime. Montana is another good one as well when it comes to take a look at your predator hunts. I know there's quite a few out east too. Go ahead, Jeff. What do you're raising your hand?
So I grew up in Texas, and we had the rattlesnake roundup in Texas.
Oh, yeah. Right.
So every year they would do a rattlesnake roundup, and then you'd have a whole bunch of liberals who would try to shut down the rattlesnake roundup, right? And then they would shut it down for a few years, and then you have a bunch of kids get bit and die because the rattlesnake population would explode, and then a whole bunch of people get bit and die. And then they would be out there going, well, why doesn't somebody do something about these rattlesnakes? Well, we were doing something about rattlesnakes by doing the rattlesnake roundup. Or these people getting their head chewed on when they're out jogging on a jogging trail, and they get their head chewed on by a mountain lion. Well, it's because nobody's managing the population properly.
And a couple more reasons why it is what you said, and then there's another reason. Fake numbers, fake wrong numbers, fake numbers. Okay, like for example, here in Missouri, they tried for the last 10 years. You guys test with this. For the last 10 years, they kept telling us the deer population is so low.
Yeah,
you got to have X amount of tickets. You only get so many things. But when you step out in your backyard, there's droves of them. I mean, there's like colonies of these damn things all over everywhere. All the insurance rates kept going up on cars because people kept hitting them. Finally, they got these drones and they're flying around and like, shit. Okay.
There's a herd of 20. There's a herd of 30.
They put out the magazine every year, and the magazine, the county I live in, Davies County, right, it said 300,000 deer or 30,000 deer was killed every deer season. All right. When you add you add up all the counties, the number they told you the number was killed was way different. I'm not talking 5 or 6 numbers. I'm talking, hundreds of thousands or more different. And so now they had to open up extra seasons because the damn deer population is so freaking out of control. Like I said, insurance companies are raising rates on cars now because they had fake numbers. So they just tell the truth. People don't out want to kill them. I don't believe in poaching. Poachers do your job, give them tickets, right? But if it's time to shoot them, shut up. Let us manage the herd population.
Yeah.
My God, it's going to be something like Jeff said, rattlesnake.
Right.
My house, there's no rattlesnakes in my house.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But the easiest.
I got bands and boots. I mean,
the easiest way to catch a deer.
In car.
Install them deer horns on your vehicle.
Yes. Boy, that's the biggest money making scam.
Oh my God! Every car I've ever driven that had them deer horns on it, you hit a deer.
Yep. I promise. Yep. Give them time.
Deer whistles, whatever they call them.
My uncle used to buy them. He goes, "You don't want them to call it on the clock." On the clock. He said, "Put them on your car, and you're on the clock. You're going to hit a deer.
Yeah.
It ain't no matter if; it's just when."
Yeah.
They were terrible.
I finally hit my first deer back in October. Totaled at my other work.
Damn, you're 103.
Wow.
Yeah. Wiped it out.
You had a good run.
Yeah.
He had a good run. He'd have been in my truck going to my house.
My son-in-law was riding with me. He jinxed it. There you go.
Son-in-law. Damn son-in-laws anyway.
So if you come to the Jamesport show, keep an eye out for them deer.
Them deer that are pulling a buggy.
Yeah.
Man, I've seen a deer hit a buggy before. Them deer will come running across the highway and smack into them buggies and they're almost.
You ought to see where they hit the horse. It's fucking hell. A horse kicks him in the head, drops him, and he keeps on going. Don't miss it.
It's tragic because that guy that got hit by that deer, how's he going to raise a barn now?
Yeah. That's too bad. His wife's out getting stains in her dress now.
Yeah, well, I'm saying.
Make ends meet. Yeah. That was a good story, J-Dub. I went to put it up there, but the computer wouldn't let me put it up. I was going to put it up for you. But see, if you don't control wolves, you don't control mountain lions and bobcats and hogs for that matter. People are,
feral hogs are on the boy.
They are.
Howdy.
You hear people like, eradicate them all. Well, not eradicate them all ain't the problem. There's some people, and I don't know if I agree with this or not, but there's a scientist that says he did a research and said if you take out certain families of hogs, you do more damage than taking them all out at one time. Colorado was supposed to be involved in that deal too. A lot of people think, you shoot them all, you get rid of them all off my land.
Right.
Don't just pick and choose. I don't know if I agree with that or disagree with that. All I know is feral hogs are starting to be a problem everywhere, They ain't just in a couple of states like they pretend. They're everywhere, and we need to eradicate it. And by doing that, responsible game control hunting is the best way to do it.
That's the whole reason for hunting, license, permits, everything is to control the population. Okay, we used to be able to go out and goose hunt here in Missouri. Okay, and for a long time, I'm talking back in the 60s, okay, early 70s. I know I'm dating myself here, but you used to get you had your stamp, went to the post office and picked that up. That's where you got your federal duck stamp. And you could shoot as many geese as you want. Oh, no, we can't do that. We're going to kill them all off there. The population is dwindling down. So now they restricted this to just so many geese a season. And I haven't hunted them in a few years, but I think it's like 6. I may be wrong. Somebody out there, if I am, tell me. But now we're overpopulated with them.
Oh,
I mean, it's just unreal. They need to open the season and let us just go in and clean house a little bit, because they're not migrating like they used to.
No, they're not.
Our weather has changed up here in Missouri to the point they're just staying around here. And it's just, wow.
That's true. Every waterway in this area, every single waterway in this area,
you can't see the water for them.
You can't. You can see goose feathers, but I got so many goose feathers, I don't collect goose feathers anymore.
Yeah,
they're just.
Well, see, that's the other thing too, is that when you put the kibosh on hunting certain species for so long, it's not just so much that the population winds up, or that they wind up stop migrating because the weather changes. Yeah. They stop because they have no more fear of man, because man isn't going after them anymore. They're being left to their own devices. So, I mean, yeah, I understand that allowing them to hang out their natural habitat, maintain their natural patterns, stuff like that, that's one thing. But when it's getting to the point to where they just run rampant, and it winds up becoming a danger not just to the animals but to folks too.
Oh yeah, because of the feces
people
all over
that
the ground.
like go through Yellowstone, try to pet the fluffy cow, and look what happens. Bad things happen.
Well, yeah,
it's true.
When you're pushing your shopping cart at Walmart and you get attacked by geese.
Yes, that happened.
Yes.
No parking lot, I'm telling you.
Had no fear of the noise or nothing.
No.
Yeah. All right, guys, hold on real quick. We're going to take a small break. We're going to do a trivia question now. All right?
Yes.
And this trivia question is compliments of, I'm just going to he's so old, I'm just going to start calling you sir.
Sir.
Just sir. From now on, sir.
I'm not an officer.
No,
I'm an enlisted man. I work for a living.
Yeah, he retired to commander. Now he's just sir. He's that damn old. Okay?
I was
goose hunting in the 60s. Yeah, he's sir. Anyway. Okay.
That was when he first retired.
Yeah,
right? yeah. That was the first time.
I mean, he was there when he took Jesus' slingshot from him and said, "No more Jesus, no more."
No, that was David.
David.
Give me that. I'll show you how to shoot glass.
Yeah, get over here. All right, guys. When Kurt Russell was 12, what did he give Charles Bronson for his birthday?
They were doing a movie.
When Kurt Russell was 12 years old, what did he give Charles Bronson for his birthday? They were doing a movie together.
Can we guess?
Well, you can't because you already know.
You can't. You already know.
You don't know the answer.
A hooker, right?
A hooker.
A hooker.
No, not 12. Maybe it's not until he's 16. He didn't pass a hooker.
Yeah. I know it was in California, but really, I mean, at that time, even California had limits.
Your wife's still here. She made it. Your wife's a trooper. She made it. She's still here.
Yes. Yay.
Yep. Those of you don't know the backstory, and we'll get to a lot of it in a minute. But Charles Bronson.
Yep.
We're going to tell you the rest of it here in just a second. What he did with this present.
That's right.
Okay. No, it wasn't like the Rock and turned it sideways and shoved up somebody's ass. That wasn't what he did.
No.
Charles Bronson was a man.
He was a man. He took it literally.
He was all man. Yeah.
Yes, he was. Yes, he was.
Yeah, all man. Yeah, that wasn't meme. That was.
Yeah.
Okay, we have a winner. BJ says a remote control airplane.
Yeah,
now
that is correct.
Tell the story behind this, would you?
You want me to tell the story behind this?
Yes.
Okay. Kurt Russell was 12 years old, and there was a family Western series that was being done. Charles Bronson was starring in this. It was going to be a series. And Kurt Russell found out through the producer that it was Charles Bronson's birthday. So Kurt Russell wanted to get something for Charles Bronson's birthday. So he purchased him a remote controlled airplane. And he presented it to Charles Bronson. Charles Bronson looked at it, didn't say a word, and just turned around and walked off. Well, the other cast members and the producer says, "Oh, don't worry about it, Charlie. That's just the way Charlie is. It's okay, Kurt. Don't get excited." Well, a little while passed, and the producer came to Kurt Russell and says, "Charlie wants to see you in his room." So Kurt said, "Okay," and he went there. And he said Charles Bronson couldn't look at him in the eye. His head was down. And he said, "Thank you for my birthday gift." He says, "No one has ever given me a birthday gift before." And so they became real good friends. Many, many years later, when Kurt Russell is an adult and Charles Bronson passed away, in his estate, settling with his estate attorney, his attorney was instructed to return the remote control airplane to Kurt Russell. Charles Bronson was so proud of that remote control airplane and that he'd never gotten a birthday gift before that he never unboxed it, set it on a mantle, and that's where it sat. And that's how Kurt Russell got it returned to him unused, and Kurt Russell has it put up. So that's the story of that.
I bet you that thing is priceless.
Don't you know?
Right now.
Don't you know?
He could have anybody right now throwing cash at him to get that thing.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah, honestly. And I thought, what a neat story.
It was.
You know, and that was on an interview that came right straight from Kurt Russell, who was being interviewed. And it just glued me, you know, because you don't, you know, actors and actresses, they're humans just like we are.
Some of them.
And some of them, yeah, within reason. But I thought that was such a cool story. And then Charles Bronson had it returned to him through his estate attorney when he passed
He's
away.
a nice guy for somebody who found his wife in the water like that.
Yes.
Yeah, no, it's tragic how she slipped and fell, busted her head
Yeah.
when you know, it wasn't a slippery situation. I get that, yeah.
Yeah.
Now, you talked about some good Hollywood people. J-Dub didn't get to see these other Hollywood people we got here. We got a Mount Rushmore for you, Jam. Okay. Mount Touchmore.
There you go. Touchmore. We knew you'd like that.
And
got him.
And since
he's pegged.
Hang on, I gotta do that. I gotta
Mount Rushmore of who not to be around.
Hold on a second. Since the death of O.J. Simpson happened, by the way, I get first dibs at the White Bronco. I got a little montage to play for him. Okay.
No.
I can't even go all the way. I can't do it. I can't go all the way.
I got nothing, bro.
We're all going to go to hell.
Yep.
OJ's at the gate. Let us in.
It was like, bring up that picture, the Mount Rushmore picture again. One thing I just thought of, you know, yeah. It's just, I'm just waiting for more of those people to. See, you should have taken freaking P. Diddy off and put OJ on there, because then you know just be those that have. Yeah,
I thought that was OJ.
Well, wait a minute, though. If we take him off, who are we going to take off to put R. Kelly on?
R. Kelly wasn't on there.
No.
Who we got to take out to put R. Kelly on there?
Yeah. See, that's an easy question.
Okay. How many points went in the mystery box?
25 for that.
25 for that. Okay.
Yeah, she got that.
She got that.
That was real good. That was
That's
good.
what, that's what
hard one,
Amish
man.
Mary has. Amish Mary has a mystery box.
Mystery box.
Oh.
It won't be a mystery much longer. She keeps getting stain on her dresses. I mean, it won't be much longer. Guys, if you just tuned in, we're getting toward the latter part of the show. We're on air with our great friend, good buddy, Jeff Onyx, the founder of Comedy Vets.
Yes.
He performs all over the United States, travels around, and him and I go over we perform together in Kansas a lot. And that's weird because I hate Kansas.
Yeah.
But Kansas loves us, man. They come out in droves. Like, okay. Kansas is where I figured out I had a Hindu fan club. Redneck pimp. Yeah.
Didn't you go to Topeka recently?
Yeah, that's what
You went to
Topeka? Don't ever go to
Topeka.
Yeah.
Don't ever go to Topeka.
My ex moved to Topeka because she found out that whoring was legal there.
Yeah, there's something wrong with Topeka. Great crowd of people.
Yep.
But woo.
But it's Topeka.
Listen, you can't. I drove by the state capitol. Good looking state capitol. I seen it 3 times.
It's close to Topeka.
Because I had to drive by it 3 times to find a place to freaking park. They didn't charge me, And Topeka's going to all cash or all a card. No more cash.
Yeah.
They're getting ready to do no more cash ever.
Yeah.
You can't have a
The
pimp. You
tollway.
can't have a pimp in town without
The
cash.
tollway is cashless now.
Yeah, it's good. Well, I was still able to pay cash, but it went up to $4 on that stupid thing.
Wow.
My daughter is a security guard in Topeka. And I told her she needs to get her concealed carry if she's going to stay in Topeka.
Yeah. Jeff, he designed him a couple of games. And I'll give you the link right here.
There it is.
Scan it.
Yeah. Scan that right there, guys.
TLCUSgames.com.
It's a Kickstarter, but it's not the drink. It's not the energy drink, damn it.
No.
It's good stuff. There's a QR code. You guys can send him a link. Jeff, if you want to, real quick, show your games again.
Yep.
Okay, so this is the original Pocket Box edition, and we're turning it into the Travel Tin edition of the game. I designed that game, TLCUSgames.com.
There you go.
Yep.
There you go.
Find us on Kickstarter or whatever.
And like I said, we're going to be together. Bang.
Boom.
Boom.
May 11th right there. And you're going to have probably the best lineups ever are going to be at the show.
That's right.
So come out, join it. Also, April 27th is the 8th year of the Redneck Pimp Club. And so we decided we're going to blow another car up again. There's the victim, and it's already in place. And we're going to bring a guy out who sponsored the car. I think, well, if you give us a car, you might as well shoot it.
You might as well get to shoot it.
Yeah, so he's going to come out and
blow it up.
And
Sounds fair.
we're going to put some other things
You
out
going
there
to
with
sell that luggage rack first?
well, it's going to come in pieces. I'll sell it to you in pieces. Multiple pieces. I got a mannequin. We got to figure out how to stick in that damn thing. He don't bend. We're going to try to stick a mannequin down in there. And
He'll bend for me.
yeah, so put that in there. And there you go. Well, Jeff, there's a lot of things that you weren't aware of.
I learned.
Of the Idiot family. You like this
We
one
tried to
here.
reach out to the man who died in this pursuit. They were unavailable for comment. Micah, back to you.
They were unavailable. And from that spawned a couple others. Now we're going to take a little time here for you.
Just a little bit.
All right, here's one right here. If it wasn't for the nice man who discovered electricity, we'd all be watching television with candlelight. Okay. Yesterday, a creep told me, "I love your long hair, so I cut it. Love your neck."
I like that one.
This. I swear to God, this happened in real life. This is an actual photo from the stage. Describe your perfect date. Well, that's a tough one. I'd have to say April 25th because it's not too hot, not too cold. You need a light jacket. Look, Google that. I swear to God, Google that. That happened. Now,
Will Shatner was like,
oh, he should have seen the look on his face.
Technically, she was right.
He looked down like, what the hell is wrong with you?
Maybe she's autistic.
Hey, yeah, stop making fun of you. Then we found this little cherry. I played for you.
This was rapid, but this was exceptionally fast, and it swept people away. And the 3 people who died said that it just caught them completely off guard.
They had a Ouija board. They asked him.
Ouija board. Now here's one of Commander's favorite ones. I'm sorry, Jeff.
I keep getting crickets in my house. I don't know why. I've never had a cricket problem before, but I looked it up, and apparently it's really bad luck to kick them out of your house. Like, you're not supposed to kick them out of your house, but like, what am I supposed to do? Like, let you stay here? Now there's like 36 crickets running around because I did kick out one, and let me tell you, I had a really, really horrible week after that. And now they're just running around. And I'm like, please move. I just want to make a piece of toast and you're in my way. And I open a cabinet and it's just like, oh, hey, Cricket, that I can't kick out of my house. Can you please just leave? I don't want to kick you out. I just want to ask you nicely to leave. My house is just infested with crickets.
Somebody want to tell her those are not crickets.
Those are not crickets.
Oh my God. So we said, well, there's gotta be so we decided there's got to be some dumb males out there, right?
Yeah.
Well, we got a brother.
Yes, they have
A baby
brother.
was born in Alabama yesterday with the same birthday as both of its parents. Many are calling it a miracle that a pair of twins was able to give birth to a healthy baby.
Here's another male.
Roll Tide, baby. Roll Tide.
Roll Tide.
Yeah, yes.
We don't want to be sexist on here.
I was born at a very young age.
I mean,
I see your face.
oh, stop this planet. I want to get off.
That was born at a very young age. No shit. All right.
You don't say.
Then we got good momentum, Jeff, and we come up with this one.
What's wrong? What are you
My
doing?
throat hurts so bad.
Okay. So what?
Wait, hold on, do what you just did again.
Wait.
Do what you did again,
Wait,
Alyssa.
are you serious?
Just,
What do you mean?
Just
Are
do
you
it.
serious?
Do
Wait,
it one more
hold on,
time.
wait.
It's a throat spread.
Are you serious? You're serious right now.
I'm sorry. Do you want me to go home? My throat hurts.
Your throat's sore. She's do one.
It says spray on your.
Yeah, show me how you think that works.
You spray on your throat.
Uh-huh. Okay.
It's tingling.
Let me know how that works.
Okay, that was good.
Now, this one, Jeff, is for you. This was sent by Dean Cerny long ago. This is your roundabout.
We didn't have tornadoes here until we started putting into traffic circles. Because on the count of, you want to know why? That when people go round and round in circles, it causes disturbance in the atmosphere and causes tornadoes.
And y'all wonder why we can't get out of this damn pandemic.
I like that. That was good. Tornadoes.
Yeah. Yes.
Nothing on it. I don't even understand how you could sit here and cut a pizza with no sauce or cheese on it. Knock it off. You're not going to take it back. They're going to come pick up the pizza because they brought it. I'm not stupid. I'm looking at it right in front of me. I know what breadsticks look like, and this is not breadsticks. Soggy dough at that.
Stop.
What?
Stop.
Hey, you know the one with the throat? Before you do the next one. The one with the
Mine is
throat.
just been blown.
My wife did that before. She's like, my throat hurts. My throat hurts. I said, yeah, because you sleep with your mouth open.
Typhoon says, yeah.
I sued my parents for having me without my permission.
But why?
Because I did not consent to being here.
How were they supposed to ask for your consent before you were born?
I was unaware that I was going to have to grow up and get a job.
It's because somebody does not want to work, wants to be a couch potato.
I just didn't consent to that. They didn't try to contact me in any way before I was born.
Lady, we do not have the technology to contact unborn children yet. Maybe iPhone 79.
Before I was born to see if I actually wanted to be here.
I mean, if you did not want to be here, then why did you come? Maybe they should sue you for coming into their house and drinking their milk and free cereal and now complaining.
And that's why I sued them. So yeah, if you are pregnant right now, you need to hire a psychic medium and ask your child if they actually want to be here.
What the father You know what? I agree with her. Her parents made a mistake.
Guys on the motorbike.
I'm sorry,
What can
Jada,
you
that
say?
they keep blocking your face with the videos.
Well, I know because it don't shit. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Well, when you're doing this way, that's what happens. But That, you guys, is why some people shouldn't vote.
Yeah.
I think I just busted my little corner store gas station ripping people off for gas. I'm going to tell you how I did it. So this afternoon, I went to go mow the lawn and my lawnmower needed gas. So I have a little 1 gallon jerry jug that was completely empty and I ran down to the gas station to fill it up. When I was done pumping into my 1 gallon jerry jug, it showed that I had pumped 1.35 gallons of gas into a 1 gallon jerry jug and charged me for 1.35 gallons. So I took it inside and I said, can you explain to me how I can pump 1.35 gallons into this 1 gallon jug? And they had no answer. In fact, the manager said it was impossible. So, me being me, I had to prove my point. I put the gas in the jerry jug into my truck, went back out, and the same thing happened. Go to part 2.
There's no need for part 2. I can sum this up in this one. That line on the jug is right where it is. That's where it's your gallon. That extra space is for the fumes.
Yeah.
Or to blow up the can with a little.
It's even marked with the line, 1 gallon, right there on the line.
Hold on, Jeff. This one here was on national TV. It was recorded.
National TV.
Renting a paddle boat.
No, that is not correct. Sean, it's your turn. 500.
T.
Yes, 2 T's.
Like to buy an E?
Mm-hmm. There are 2 E's. And no more vowels.
I like to solve.
Yeah.
Renting a paddle boat.
Super dummies. No, that's not right. Michelle, you have $3,000. You can spin again, but you don't have to. 600. What letter do you want?
M.
No.
He's foaming at the mouth right now.
Crystal.
I have to spin.
Stop.
900.
W?
He just got it marked out.
Is it because that guy said paddle and it's pedal?
Yeah.
It's pronounced pedal.
I can't believe this.
I own a pedal boat.
It's pedal. Pedal. That was on that.
Wait. I own a pedal boat. We bought our pedal boat, and 2 weeks later, I tore my meniscus in both knees, so I can't even use it.
Oh no!
You should have watched this. Should have watched this and made you feel better. All right, we got a few more here.
What'd you say?
The old one. 87, 89, 91. With the new gas.
Do you think that that's the year that the gas was from?
Yeah.
You were right.
We rest our case.
Yep.
Wow.
You were correct.
Stupid should hurt.
My
Really.
nose is itchy as hell, but that's a small price I'm willing to pay to not have to expose myself to the toxins and chemicals that are in toilet paper. Have you guys noticed that so many people have health problems nowadays? At least in the US? And you know what everybody uses? Toilet paper. I just don't know that having a wiped ass is worth putting my physical health at risk. You know, I want to live a long life. So if I have to walk around with an itchy, smelly ass, I'm going to do that if that adds years to my life. It's the same reason I don't use cleaning products in my house either. I only clean with water. And I do boil the water, so it kills the germs, right? But I will not clean with chemicals. I don't want to expose myself to chemicals. I don't know why people get so upset about that. It's my life. Let me live my life the way I want to live it. I do, however, get Brazilian waxes, so don't worry. I don't have like a ton of shit stuck in my ass. Just a little bit.
I got one word for it.
Wait.
I got one word for it.
I need to recommend her.
I got one word for it.
Corn cobs.
Loomy. Loomy. Loomy.
Corn cobs.
Corn cobs. And finish it off with a loomy. So you don't have to worry about that no more. Just,
She would probably use the corn cob wrong and shove it up in there.
wow. You didn't see that one, JW. You see something? You didn't see that one.
Oh my God.
Corn cob.
All right, here we go.
Oh my God.
This is okay. Watch her very closely. This is what she said.
So I'm sitting here eating these teeny tiny cucumbers, and it just got me thinking, why have they pickled every vegetable but not cucumbers? I love pickles and I love pickled vegetables. I've been eating like pickled okra, pickled green beans, pickled carrots. And it doesn't make any sense why you can't find pickled cucumbers anywhere. Someone explain this to me.
We have a word. We have a word in Cherokee called "hesdy." That means stop. Just stop.
I got nothing, bro. I got nothing.
Here's the accrue de gras. All right. What were you?
Oh
we
my
got
God.
We got plenty of time. I apologize ahead of time, Jeff.
Now, Donna, you got quite the vent today. It sounds like what's going on with you.
Well, I wanted to voice my opinion on something that's been bothering me for a really long time.
Okay.
I tried writing the newspaper and contacting TV stations, but nobody seems to want to stay with this. So that's why I'm calling you guys.
What's the issue?
Well, over the past few years, I've been involved in 3 separate car accidents involving deer.
Mm-hmm.
With the population and everything. Each of these incidents, they've occurred shortly after I saw a deer crossing sign on the highway. Well, my frustration is that Minnesota and North Dakota Departments of Transportation would allow these deer crossings to be in such high traffic areas. I mean, I've even seen them on the interstate. Why are we encouraging deer to cross at the interstate? I don't get it. That's such a high traffic area. I mean,
are you
I understand that deer are wild animals and they need to travel across the streets occasionally to survive. And, of course, to find food. But it seems to me that so irresponsible of us to allow these deer crossings to be in areas where these deer are so likely to be struck by oncoming traffic. I mean, wouldn't you agree?
I
mean,
they're baffled.
It's just, you think they would put deer crossings maybe, in, smaller towns, maybe during at a school crossing. It would be a safer place for them to cross.
Wait.
Put the deer crossing sign.
Deer crossings aren't telling deer that it's safe to cross there. It's just more of like an alert for drivers so they know it's like a high deer population.
The government put the deer crossings there. They can direct the deer population anywhere they want to by moving that deer crossing sign. I mean, why in the world would they place it on the highway or the interstate? I mean, God, there are so many other places I can think of than putting the deer crossing signs on busy highways and interstates.
You seem to be under the misunderstanding that the deer are somehow attracted to the deer crossing sign.
Well, yeah, the deer crossing sign is there to allow the deer to know that's where they need to cross.
Right. And all these car accidents you had involved a deer after you'd saw a deer crossing sign.
Exactly. I mean, I'm trying to watch out for the deer, but I mean, speed limit's 55, 65. How am I supposed to, you can't brake really quick if if the deer just is crossing in that deer crossing area.
So you'd like to see these signs move somewhere safer?
Right. If we could move them, don't put deer crossing signs on the interstate or freeways. Put them in lower traffic areas. Somewhere where the speed limit's a lot slower. Maybe small towns. I don't know. I think school crossings is a good idea.
Well, listen, we will. You say you've tried to contact quite a few people about this.
Right, yeah. I wrote at least 3 or 4 letters, and
we will spread the word, okay? We will try to kind of help you raise some awareness for this issue, okay?
Oh, thank you. We need to move those deer crossing signs.
We appreciate your comment this morning.
All right, thanks.
Bye.
You know why they didn't You know why they didn't answer her letter? She wrote them in crayon.
Crayon, pink.
Oh my goodness.
Dear.
That's a special. The special.
Maybe the letter she wrote, she just drew pictures of deer and little signs and cars. Little stick figures.
Yeah.
So, Jeff, we got quite a list of, we call them the idiot family.
Yes.
Yeah.
If you got a better name for them, brother, we'd like to hear it. But we
No,
come up
no.
with idiot family.
No.
The minister said over, he goes, "Yeah, let's go with idiot family."
Yeah, idiot family.
Even the minister's like,
Yeah.
Hi, Christian.
"Oh my," because
Somebody said hi to me. I said hi back. Hi, Christian.
Bigfoot. Yeah. Oh my. So yeah, that's and I'm constantly looking for more to put on here.
That one, dude, I'm telling you. I'll send it to you.
And Dean's got one. I'm gonna show one Dean's got next week because we're about out of time right now. But this is what, if you ask me a word that would a picture or something that would sum everything up, here you go. What rhymes with orange? No, it don't. What rhymes with orange? No, it don't. Oh, guys, it's been a good show. Thank you all for tuning in. Appreciate it. Jeff Onyx in the house, man.
I'm the number one gun.
Yes, you are.
Son.
Him and I have been friends for quite a while now. And like I said, he brought me back into comedy. I thank him for that. And we kind of chopped up comedy vets. We got districts now. So we're trying to grow bigger and stronger and get it out there. 22 a day. That's my shirt right here. Sucks. We hate 22 a day. It's like a mortal enemy, okay, of it. So we go around, put on comedy shows up our brothers and sisters. Jeff's decided he's going to get more in the backstage role now. He's going to do a lot more of the kind of like management type thing. He's going to do games. And he went into the game business, and he's going to make some games. Again, his belief is this: if you can get you together as a family is the best thing to help you.
Yeah,
really.
that's right.
Well, if you got a good family, some families need to be.
Isolation will kill you.
Yeah, isolation will kill you, just like you said. Isolation is bad. He said, if you get together, you're playing these games, you're having fun at these games, man, then get you some. Dude, play a game.
Right.
Keep yourself alive. So Jeff's doing that. He's people ask, what exactly does Comedy Vets do besides tell jokes and stuff? Well, Jeff's right there being the leader and the founder of Comedy Vets. He's put his money where his mouth is, and he's built these games to let you know he's trying to combat, his memory of his friend Squirrel.
Yeah.
And his friend Squirrel committed suicide and steered Jeff toward where Jeff is now. And so and Jeff and I have both seen a lot of suicide, and JW, you've seen it. All veterans have seen too much of it. And so kind of come up with a motto what Jeff and I did, if you're laughing, you ain't crying. And we believe that very thing. And so we want you guys to check out Jeff Onyx. Go on, when you get off here, go to Facebook and click on Comedy Vets on Facebook. And him and I put stuff on there all the time. And when I leave in November, when I come back, I'm going to be exclusively on there. I'm talking to JWC, maybe BV Nation will carry Comedy Vets as well sometime on there. But that's where we're going to come back to when we do our thing. But check out Jeff. Jeff's got a good plan going there. And thank you, Jeff Onyx, for coming on.
Yes.
Richie's got a good thing going on.
Yes, he does.
With his fro.
Yeah, my baby fro. Yeah. That lady was a Karen. No, that lady made Karen say, "What the hell?" Karen hung up. You know what? Never mind. Wrong number. She was something, that's for sure. Yes, she was. Oh yeah, seriously. And we that's what we got on here. Bunch of laughter, and I hope everybody gets it from it. Jeff, since you're a guest, brother, why don't you give us you start out leading us out.
What do you mean? Lead us out of what? What?
Oh, give us some thoughts and prayers.
I'll do it myself. I'll do it myself.
Do it.
I'll do it live. Do it. No, do what? I don't know what you mean.
Okay, well, you just listen. Go ahead.
I'm listening.
Okay, we'll do it live. All right, we'll do it live. Oh,
stop.
Sorry. Wait.
Cut. Start scene and go.
We just mentioned just a little while ago, family gathering around with the games and stuff like that. Listen, folks, that is so very important. But just remember this: family is more than just having the same blood going through your veins.
Yes.
All of us who serve, we're all brothers, we're all sisters. We've wore the uniform, even those who haven't wore the uniform, because this suicide, it reaches everybody. So adopt somebody, create your family, Be together. Make a community. Something where you can encourage and lift each other up and support each other through everything, you know. So you're valuable. Don't listen to anybody who tries to tell you that you don't amount to anything, because you do amount. You are valuable. You are loved. Okay? If you need to talk to somebody, talk. Pick up the phone. Somebody will listen. Okay? If not, give one of us a call. We'll listen.
Don't call me.
Don't call you? Okay. We won't call you. Don't call him. Okay.
I'm autistic. It won't.
But no, in all honesty, there are hotlines everywhere that just pick up the phone and call if you feel like you're in that spot. Okay? We're all here for you. Somebody somewhere is for you. So I'd rather spend 30 minutes with you, as it's been said on this show before. I'd rather spend 3 hours, 3 days listening than 30 minutes at your eulogy. Honestly.
My man.
There you go.
There you go. There you go. J-Dub.
The man said it. The man said it all right there. But seriously, though, guys, thank you guys. Jeff, pleasure, my friend. Seeing you again. Hey, I saw him pick this up. What in the world? What are you doing, Richie? It's so random.
Squirrel!
Good seeing you again, brother.
We can't put him on the air
But-
anymore, anywhere, anytime. I mean, you know.
Yeah, I know, right? Can't take this guy anywhere. Sheesh.
Can't take him out in public anymore. No.
Yeah. Right. But couple quick things. One, between now and then, well, between now and next week, happy birthday to the Miss Sexy Girlfriend here on this coming Monday. So happy birthday to her. So that way I can say it ahead of time. I didn't forget. And then next week, Richie, did you tell him about?
Not yet.
Next Thursday.
Go ahead.
Okay, so next Thursday also, details more to follow, but Richie and I will be live here once again with coverage of this year's, at least the first round of this year's NFL draft.
Right.
So we'll be talking that and going over that as the draft is going along. So stay tuned for more details on that. So, but other than that, thank you guys so much. We appreciate it. Get outside and enjoy the great outdoors. It is there for us all to kin, and like High Tech loves to say, in the woods. Get out in the woods.
Amen to that.
Well, as you said, guys, first of all, thank you, Jeff Onyx.
Hey,
brother,
thanks for
coming
having
in and for everything you do for the veterans, man.
Yes.
You know, the games you create,
Awesome.
the time you spend.
Appreciate you.
You got. It's awesome how you found a way to bring your wife involved in a lot of things.
Yeah.
She comments and watches everything we do. I don't know why, but she watches everything we do. Appreciate it. So good for you, man.
She's like a jockstrap, very supportive.
Very supportive, man.
Of the nutty things I do.
Or you can say she hangs around like preparation age. I don't know. Keep her around. So I'm just going to say what everybody else has already said. And you are not worthless. You have value. Unless you're a child molester, then you got no value, right? The sun is out. The weather's turning, guys. Don't mind these 90-mile-an-hour winds that we got. But the weather's it's going to get warm now. You get outside, do something. Light projects. Do your light projects. Mow your grass. Pick up sticks. Whatever it is, get yourself outside. Turn that damn TV off. This is the wrong year to have the TV on during the day. Wrong year. All the elections going on. Nobody gives a rabbit ass. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. They tell you they care about you. Call them up and ask them a question, see if they care about you.
Yeah.
Or did you donate to me? Did you donate to me? Well, no, I don't care about you.
No.
So watch us say, guys, we don't need no more 22 a day. It's old. It's tiresome. We don't like it.
I got something now.
Go ahead, Joe. What do you say?
I got, hey, tomorrow can be better than today. As long as you got breath in your body, tomorrow could be better than today.
That's right.
That's right. Way to put that, Jeff.
As a friend of mine said one time, all days are good, just some are better than others.
Yeah.
Yeah. Believe me, guys, you haven't went through anything that somebody else hasn't went through.
Yep.
Okay. Remember that. You haven't did anything else, and nobody else did. That being said, thank you, Jeff Onyx, for coming in. On behalf of Jeff Onyx, on behalf of the commander, now re-nickname him Sir. All right. and our buddy here, J-Dub, man, thank you for coming in, sir. Appreciate it. I'm Richard King, the bad man of comedy, saying until we see you next Tuesday. Dona Dagahoy, Osta Usvi. Thank you, guys. Come to Jamesport, see us. Come Thursdays and watch us on the draft. Me and J-Dub are going to talk football. It's actually going to be entertaining because we actually know something about football. So it's going to be entertaining to watch. Okay. Tune in, catch us, guys. You're not worthless, you have value. Take care of yourselves. I'll see you Tuesday, guys.
Okay.